And we are back for another episode of Big Six Bants. It is the lunchtime debate show, Big Six Brunch, whatever you guys want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I'll put a poll down, we'll vote, and we'll see which name you guys like the best. But again, we are here. Of course, no Rums today, but he will be back tomorrow. A lot to talk about, a lot to dive into, to be fair. Man United improving, our Man City in a crisis, and Matip is injured for pretty much the rest of the season, or at least to the last stages of the season, as he has sustained an ACL injury in the game against Fulham, which is, of course, really just a bit of a downer on our season, obviously, because he was our second best performing centre-back. He was the reason Konate was on the bench, just because of how well he's performing. And also a very good redemption after having a pretty poor season last year as well. So we'll see how that's going to affect Liverpool's season, and we'll get into that quite soon. But first of all, make sure you guys do 3 things. Make sure you go subscribe to Big Six Bants. Again, 8 subscribers off of 7.2K. We're kind of falling over the line, but we'll get there eventually. Make sure you guys smash the like upon entry as well. Let's get to at least 150 likes for today's show, pretty much like we did for yesterday. And of course, make sure you go subscribe to Never a Foul as well. Big up everyone in the chat so far as well, very early on in the stream. Of course, we are going to get that clip of Don talking shit as well. We will sort of get him into one of the streams when he has the time as well. Yes, he's been running because he doesn't want to face the man them, if I'm honest. Trust me, this is the worst place to be when you're losing the way you do, especially against Kaz's team. Kaz, what are you telling me as well, man? Nice little dub, 3 points off of City. And you guys are still where you want to be. Only
the table, the table does not lie.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm gonna say in it. Will we fumble? There's a fumble in this December. I said for Man United to really turn the corner, yeah. Anyways, regardless, is you have to get through this December period. Right off the the Liverpool game at Anfield. That's a loss. That's happening anyways. I'm gonna go on Man United fixtures now, yeah. And we got a lot of home fixtures, so it gives me a lot of confidence. At the same time, we got West Ham away. Typically, that's always a scrap of a game against West Ham. That might be a draw. And a draw at West Ham away isn't the worst result in the world. But I expect to go there and think that we can do a little something, because I think West Ham could be gotten at. I think Crystal Palace showed that as well against West Ham. And whatnot. And obviously, beforehand, you can name a couple other games. And then obviously, they got Tottenham tonight at obviously Tottenham. But I don't expect much. Then we got Aston Villa. So look, we got Bournemouth next, which is good. But then we got the Liverpool game, which you can write off. But then there's like West Ham, Aston Villa at home, Nottingham Forest away, which is around the December period again. So I'm thinking, if you were talking about the December period, I expect to win all those games. I can't bar the West Ham away game. I expect to beat Aston Villa at home because their away form, they just look weird away, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly that. And then obviously Forest and Bournemouth and whoever else it was. I don't think much of it. But we'll see anyways. Like yesterday, were Man United decent, or were Chelsea just that bad? Because structurally, Man United looked better on the press, and structurally, as away from the defence to the midfield, it was a lot tighter. So a lot different from the Newcastle game. It's just, can they do that again for another consistent basis? Can you start putting some of these chances away as well? So yeah, nice. It was good, man. I just wanted to shut Don up. 10 years they ain't beating us. Now it's gonna be 11.
I mean, bro.
Well, I was never in doubt. You saw me. Was I ever in doubt when I said my result? I said I thought we were going to win 2-0.
Exactly. Listen, as I said, bro, I do kind of owe you, man, an apology, simply because, like, I just thought Chelsea were going to rock up and move to you, man. Because let's be honest, Chelsea have played the better football than you this season. They have. But
how many times have we got months? How many times have we done this season?
Yeah.
How many times have we apologized to someone because Chelsea have bamboozled us?
Yeah, no, bro. It's this like the third time for me. I'm done now. I'm done with it. Like, to be fair though, I was right with the City game. No one gave them really a chance in the City game. I said I think like they get something out of that game. So same with the Arsenal game. I think that game would have been a bit tricky for them as well, and they might get through it, and they did. It's just that with this top 6 thing, you guys are pretty much the only ones to do it, to make them look average. We didn't do it. City didn't do it.
I mean, Newcastle. Well, Newcastle can't be.
Yeah, I'm talking about just for the traditional top 6 speaking, though. Traditionally speaking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But this is what I said. This is what I was saying. Like, I think history, like the way people play, like typically teams are bogey teams and stuff like that. and whatnot, etc., etc. People's records at stadiums count. That's the one thing. Man United have had worse teams. That Chelsea have had better teams, and they still don't win there. You know, I even said Old Trafford is a double the pitch of Stamford Bridge. Stamford Bridge is a tight pitch. It's different, right? So you got to take all of that into account. I said Enzo will get tired. He looked tired in the game. I said Caicedo as well. I said I don't think he's going to do much either because, well, he ain't really been impressive this season alone. I didn't expect their two fullbacks to happen though. I didn't expect Levi Cole and Cucurella to be playing. But yeah, man. Other than that, I kind of wasn't in doubt. Even during the game, I wasn't biting no fingernails or nothing. I knew he was going to win. We all knew he was going to win. We were saying, yeah, we're shit. That they're worse. It doesn't matter what pretty football you play.
Yeah, I mean, I do hear it. Just want to big up everyone in the chat as well. Make sure we are smashing the like button as well. Big up Ed. He's also got the link here for the Don's clip. So make sure. And listen, we don't run things straight away though, man. Make sure we smash the like button. Of course, still 70 people in the house. So make sure that we are smashing the like button and we are going to run the clip. You know, we want those popcorn emojis. You know what I'm saying? Big up Kismet. He says Villa are the new Leicester. 100%. The way they're moving is crazy. We're going to get into that later today as well. Big up LFC Aaron, you know what I'm saying? Big up KLFC as well. Big up ND in the house as well. So many people have moved over as well. Big up Mr. Link, of course. Mr. Morning Show, as I was looking for my wallet, found it. He says, I'm getting on a show in 2024. Mr. Link, bro, you need to make it happen, man. You need to make it happen. 100%. And just to cover some more of the comments, big up Ethan in the chat as well. He's here as well. And big up Solo said Solo on Fraud Watch. And big up Mello in the house as well. Chelsea finished 9th this season. I think they still finished 10th. Big up Honestly in the house as well. So yeah, I don't know. Like I wouldn't say you guys have turned the corner, but I would say like it's not a coincidence that you manage to pull results out. Sometimes it's not always about looking pretty, but also knowing how to win. Do you think that might be your new philosophy in terms of like, you know how the Chelsea way, how they kind of maybe perfected it at times with the not looking great, but still managing to get results consistently? Is that maybe the wool over our eyes? So maybe our Manchester, because we keep the general consensus that Manchester United are bad. And you are bad, but
I just think, this all plays in it. They've just got low IQ. It's as simple as that. There's not much. They're just not that good. Maybe the structure is working. Like everyone thought that we're going to get folded due to the dressing rooms being lost, the Newcastle game, what the media have said, you know. But really and truly, when you deep it, it's like what Joe said yesterday. When was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday when he was saying along the lines of when a Man United as a club bans certain journalists for certain reasons, that kind of shows that they're backing the manager. Because they could have just let Ten Hag get ruined. So I think Ten Hag's here for the long run. And obviously, people thought, you know what, Man United's going to get folded. The player's not going to run for him, this, that, and the other. And that wasn't the case. You know, I've been saying, like, Anthony's been decent. Like, we can put loads of different factors into it. There's so many different factors into it. Man United continuously playing, you can say bad and sometimes good. It's like what if anyone watched Match of the Day, it's exactly what, who was it? I can't remember who it was. Was it Ashley Williams or the other one, or Martin Keown was saying you just don't know what Man United is going to show up. The one that's positive and presses and all that, or the one that's just down and out. Do you get what you just don't know what Man United is going to turn up?
It's true. I think the positive thing is that, bro, is that like where you are in the table, your season can be turned. Like, okay, let's say you don't go on a five winning run from today. You win 5 games. You win 5-5. Yeah, including the game at Anfield. Your title contenders. Silly as it sounds.
Man said, we're not winning that game.
No. I'm saying hypothetically speaking, going on the 5 game because there's inconsistencies up and down the table, including the best team in the world.
The only thing I'd say, I'm not going to get gassed over one result because then we'll just be doing what Chelsea fans have been doing. They have one decent result against the top team.
It's not one result. It's 6 wins in 8.
Yeah, but you're the same guy that was looking at certain results, thinking, but look at the teams that you've played: Everton, Luton Town,
still got no, Luton gave
Brentford.
Arsenal. Well, maybe I was wrong. Luton, look at the game Luton gave Arsenal. Did you have Liverpool? Do you have us?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just
You see what I'm saying?
I'm still yet to be convinced about this club.
No one, bro, I'm with you. Like I'm with you. I get it. But you have to hear that side of the argument that if you're the one who said it last stream. You said the table doesn't lie. You said the table don't lie. 3 points off of Man City. Imagine you go win your next 3 games.
Well, our next 3 games include.
How about this? Imagine if Arsenal lost to Villa and you guys win your next game.
I'm checking the fixtures. I need to check the fixtures. I'm hoping Tottenham lose today, innit? I really do hope they fumble and Newcastle. I need it.
This really could be Arsenal's season with the way things are going.
Well, next games, let me check. Whoa, Aston Villa's at home to Arsenal next. Luton Town versus Man City. Tottenham's got Newcastle. Chelsea go away to Everton. Hey, you know what? The weekend's looking all right, isn't it? the weekend's looking okay.
It's looking crazy. If you ask me. Just to go forward, Harry Maguire. I did try to say, bro, he needs more praise. And I understand you guys are always, there's always going to be backhanded compliments to Harry Maguire, but you guys aren't where you are without him. I'm sorry, you're not.
No, we're not. The brother has stepped up to the player at the moment, because you know what it is? It could be a purple patch. It could be he's looking for a new contract. It could be many different factors, but the one thing I've never faulted about Harry Maguire is his professionalism. But the one thing I don't like about him is he's had wool pulled over his eyes where he's got too many yes men around him telling him that he's somebody that he's not. Don't get me wrong, it's great right now, but he's not what we need in the future. I'm glad he's racking up that price. I really am. Maybe him not having an armband finally has freed up responsibility and he can just focus on himself. Maybe that's the case. Because yesterday, that man was a monster. Yesterday, he didn't hide away from the ball either. You know, how many times did you see?
Bro, he's been playing like, bro, he's been playing like this for 2 months, bro.
No. One thing I haven't liked is when Onana's had the ball, he hasn't given him an angle for him to receive it. Yesterday, he was taking the ball. Like yesterday, we were legit saying, "Wait, Harry Maguire's taking the ball." Usually, he hides away. He was acting as like there was 1, 2, 3 with the low end. What's it called? And Amrabat. Do you know what I mean? When I tell you now, though, yeah, you're gonna respect Amrabat at one point. Yeah, he's adjusting to the league. Yesterday, regardless what you want to call it, he was in pressure positions. By the way, he was in pressure positions. No. He was in No, this is the difference. He was in pressure positions where he could not lose the ball. And that's what I say. You have to give time players to adjust a little bit. And I was surprised that Kobe didn't even play. Imagine, I'm waiting for Kobe and Amrabat to play in one game together. I'm waiting for it. I need to see it.
With the Amrabat prop, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
No, I'm sorry.
He can get his prop. He's had one good game. Why don't we pop the guy that's been doing it for 2 months?
He hasn't had one good game. He hasn't had one good game.
Remontadas are not easy. Remontadas are not easy. They're not. Like, bro, look at Jamal Lascelles. He's 31. He's all 31.
So why is it, yeah? When it comes to players, when they first come into a league from a next league, yeah, you're not allowed, you give them time to adjust, whether it's Gravenberch or whoever it is. But when it comes to Amrabat, who hasn't had a consistent run of games, by the way, he's played inverted as a left back, right? He's getting used to the pace of the Premier League, which is like no other league. Give him time to adjust to it. Yesterday, he was showing me that he's got time to adjust because he's getting minutes.
I don't know. For me, it's up and down. It's 1 minute, man, are saying Amra crap. The next minute, do you know what? Give him time to adjust. I'm not with it. He's all right. Like he is a decent player, and maybe he does need more time. But for me, I'm not. You think I'm letting this fool me? I need runs.
No. He needs to give more. Look. He needs to give more. But I'm going off of what I see under pressure positions. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like right now, you need a consistent run of game before you give anything. Right now, I could probably start rating Shimikas. Because guess what? For the first time, Shimikas has finally got a run of games at left back, and he's looking at the player like he did back in Greece, that you bought him for in the first place. I remember when you got him, my head was hot. Now he's looking like one of the better left backs in the league. Now, same thing with we all cuss people in it. We do it. Like it's fun. This is Big Six Bands. This is what happens on this channel, isn't it? But at the same time, this is what happens when you give some certain players some game time. But what I saw yesterday was a guy that adjusted finally. Actually, even when he came on against Newcastle, he adjusted. He shored up the game and we didn't concede nothing. We actually went on the front foot when Kobe came off a little bit more because obviously Kobe was knackered anyways. But I'm just saying, we went on the front foot when he came on. Didn't lose the ball. We controlled the game a little bit more for like 20 minutes and got some chances when Newcastle tired and that. Things like this shouldn't go unnoticed. But you know what we have to talk about really is, before we start talking about Chelsea, is Marcus Rashford did not play yesterday.
No, he didn't.
And look at the difference. And look at the difference. Serious conversations once. You didn't want to get onto him last year and all that kind of stuff. He didn't. I mean, even when he came on yesterday, brother, he did not even press. Like, I'm not joking. He made like 1 or 2 presses against Disasi, and that's it. He needs a whole bench and sort out his personal life. I think his personal life is in the mud. He doesn't look like a player that's happy at the moment. Not due to his. It doesn't look like a player that's unhappy with his situation at the club. His body language. That body language shows me that there's something wrong with his personal life. I'll be so honest. I've been in that. I've been there. I have been there. Not obviously not in his stage. He's got different, but I'm just saying, it doesn't look good right now.
I mean, I don't really listen. Rashford is there. There is a Rashford thing that we could big up in, that we could talk about in terms of like what he's not doing. And again, for me, he looked like he didn't even want to come onto the pitch. If I'm honest, you know what I'm saying. But I kind of want to maybe focus more on the positives on the pitch than off the pitch. You know what I'm saying? We can go on and we can have the conversation. Unless you don't want to talk about Rashford and how he's not the guy.
You know who surprised me? Regulon. I didn't expect that.
Why does it surprise you? Regulon's the best left back.
No.
Actually, no, he's not better than Shaw. He's not better than Shaw. But he's still
Shaw's got to stay centre back for now. Until Martinez comes back, he has to stay centre back. But Regulon, I did not know. But the thing is, I didn't expect Regulon to be that aggressive and that defensively secure against Raheem Sterling and Reece James. That was. He looked like he got a decent relationship with Garnacho, innit? That's what I was going to say. He looked like there was 1-2, Bruno getting involved. That's what I was looking at. I was thinking, wow, like, Regulon really done the bad boy tip. I was like, cool. I thought Wan-Bissaka was going to come on. But he didn't. Yeah. I kind of like him. I can't lie. I kind of like him. But is he levels? That's the next question. Is he levels? Maybe not.
I mean, I think he's levels, innit? I think he's levels.
All right, put Scott McTominay up front. Solve all our problems.
Yeah, but let's talk about McTominay as well.
No. We have to have a serious conversation. Put him up front.
Or maybe behind the striker.
No, but if you do, but he's been doing that. He's been doing that. He's been behind the striker with Bruno typically. That's not balance. I'm not joking. Put the man up front. Did you see that first finish? Yeah. What do you mean he can't play striker? Have you seen his runs? Are you mad? Have you seen his runs? Have you seen the runs that he makes as well down the left and right channel?
Yes, the decoy. He feeds off of the decoy run, bro. That's what.
When I tell you now, in the box, he's a menace. In the box, like, other than that fluffy finish that he did when Anthony went through, other than that one, that weird one.
He's always had a knack for a goal, though. I think this isn't a shock about McTominay not having a knack for a goal.
He was a striker in the academy, and he don't believe him when he says, "I'll play 2 games." Go do your research. He was playing striker for bare games. He wasn't a centre mid at first, but yeah, no, I don't know. But he's not.
That's what I'm thinking. It's the Lampard role for me. I think as an advanced 10-second striker. You know the Dele Alli role. The Dele Alli role. That's his thing. That is his thing. Ghosting into the box. Late runs, bro. Not
the only thing I don't like. That's only good though. You can only play that. The only way you can keep doing that. The only way you can keep doing that is if you play the way you played yesterday, consistently high line. The midfield and the defense can't be too far apart from each other. Amrabat can win the ball back. One thing I didn't like that I did see though is the communication between the midfield. Like even Delo at times, like Delo and another player or Amrabat and another player will go press the ball. That looks like they can win, but then you leave in space in behind. Let's not act like Chelsea didn't have chances. We were exposed a little bit at the back as well, and luckily that we had the defenders were on job. It's not act like that didn't happen because it did happen. Mudryk and Sterling and Jackson at one point.
Yeah, no, I do hear it. To be fair, I think I'm not gonna lie that just in terms of this Man United type of thing, I think you guys. I'm not gonna go as far as say you've turned the corner. I'm not gonna go as far as to say that everything's changed, but there are way more positives than they were last week, and maybe just after your Champions League campaign and what we saw from then. I think in the league, you guys are still managed to grind out results. Again, what is it? 6 wins in 8. Come on, you can't look at that and go, all right, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We can always dive into players and individual performances, the Rashfords. You can look at Luke Shaw's inconsistencies. You can look at maybe if Amrabat needs more minutes, how you're going to make that work. You can talk about all these things, but you're getting the results. You're getting the results. You have January. You're going to do something in January. You're getting the results. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, end of the day, bro, I think you lot should take a lot of positive out of this game. Now, into talking about Chelsea, those fucking bums, I swear to God, everyone talks about Enzo Fernandez, but I'm going to echo what I said last stream. Caicedo is the one people should be looking at. He ain't.
You know what?
Bro.
No. You know what? None of them are. I know. Enzo's been the guy that we've been pinning towards, but yeah, Caicedo has
no expectation falls on Caicedo. None. It doesn't fall for them.
Yeah, you know? I don't know. No, wait. Cass, do you think? No, Caicedo has to be. He deserves criticisms, like a lot of them. Like, remember what Don just said? I don't think he's not a 6, he's an 8. What? It's because his Ecuador coach said so. His Ecuador coach said so. Really?
Yeah, it's true.
That's shocking. That's shocking. No, Hoy. Look, people are gonna get into Hoy because he ain't scored yet, but he's still limited chances. Like, he's limiting chances, as in, like, how do I put it? When the balls are whipped into the area, like, he makes good runs in that, but no one ever finds him. That's the issue. We find moments to go and score. There's not moments for him consistently, like Nunes up front, or whoever it is, Jesus, or whoever it may be. We don't create enough. That's the issue with Man United. Like, I can't remember last time I see Hoyland in a one-on-one position. He plays a hold up. I remember yesterday he spanned the Sassy, hold up, play and go. Didn't get given. McTominay didn't give it because he didn't trust himself to give that ball to make the correct put in the air. He didn't do it. So that's that. He's been limited chances in pretty much all the games.
I'm talking about Caicedo. I've slapped a poll up just now in it. Who has been worse, Enzo or Caicedo? I need to know in it.
Enzo.
I think, bro.
Enzo.
You love saying man have come from another league, and yes, he come in January, but Caicedo's been in this league, bro.
No. I hear it. No, I hear it, but
he's been doing this.
Enzo's, you know what it is? Enzo is meant to be the guy that controls the damn game once. Yeah,
and he has controlled games this season.
He's controlled. He's controlled pretty much 2 games for a whole match. Liverpool game and the Brighton game. He was having a great game.
And the Arsenal game.
Yeah, and the Arsenal game. But he hasn't done.
And there's others in there as well. Nah. Looting away.
You know what? Caicedo didn't even play against Brighton.
I'm not even talking about. Sure. I'm talking about Caicedo. I'm talking about Enzo. Caicedo for me has literally done like 150 million, the most expensive player.
What's Enzo done? But what's Enzo done?
Bro, I can pick out Enzo performances, bro. Caicedo,
yeah, but you can pick out Caicedo. Wait, you can pick out Caicedo performances.
Bro, no, not for me. Enzo.
I can tell you some of the performances.
Bro, no, but I'm talking, bro. Look at what Declan Rice is doing, and look at what Caicedo is doing. It is night and day.
Yeah, all right. If we do this,
and one costs more.
Tottenham game. Caicedo was sick. Burnley game, Fulham game. Caicedo solid. Yeah, like they couldn't move. They couldn't get past him. We could do the same thing. We could do tit for tat. That's the thing. It's fine margin. We're nitpicking fine margins here.
I don't think we are. I think Caicedo has been considerably worse. I
don't look at Chelsea and think their defense has really been the issue. Really and truly, it's more been like the fullback areas, more time, and sometimes the pairings.
Midfield is an issue.
But when you're trying to dominate a midfield, yes, your DM has to contribute. But when the guy that you've literally brought in to do a Thiago type beat to control a game, Modric, all this kind of stuff, because that's what we got told his position is, then you've got to do it week in, week out, regardless, because you've got a good team. The only thing you can say that doesn't really help Enzo is the strikers not doing their jobs.
I ain't seen one man of the match performance from Caicedo. Not one.
you could legit say the Tottenham game.
No, hell no.
He was a beast. He was a beast. Before he got my man got sent off. Before my man even got sent off, he was a beast. Yes, he was.
Man of the match. Bro.
Anyways, it's not the point. You know what we're doing? We're talking about a £220 million midfield that haven't done nothing once. Why are we doing? Why are we comparing mid?
I think they've both been mid, but I'm saying that like Enzo gets 85% of the barrage of attacks of the verbal. You've not been this. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. He's supposed to do that over there. But everyone just sits back and goes, "Oh yeah, it's just Caicedo." Caicedo shit.
No, but
that's what it is, and for me, that is not fair. Caicedo is more expensive, has been in the Prem longer, have more clout on his name. Chelsea actually overpaid for Enzo. They overpaid to get him in January. That's why his price is anywhere near Caicedo's price. That was the price for that man. And man are just ignoring his stinkiness or his average. Like how Caicedo's had stinkers, bro. He's had stinkers, bro.
No, I disagree.
Hold on. Errors leading to goals. Yeah. And even if Enzo Fernandez has an 8 out of 10, that doesn't necessarily lead to Chelsea goals. You know what I'm saying? Because his job's to control the game. And Caicedo, if he doesn't play, it can lead to goals. He is a holding midfielder, so his job is to protect, and his job is to progress at least at times as well. And I'm barely seeing any of it that's actually moving the needle. Can any of you man really say Caicedo's moved the needle? You know, even look like he's worth 40 million. I can name about 7-8 DMs that have been better than Caicedo.
Easy. You know what this is? Yeah, this is what I mean. Enzo's a luxury player. Yeah, we're doing that. This whole, you know what? This is what I mean. Enzo's when defensively, Enzo's absolutely dog shit. Yeah, and he's meant to be a central midfielder. Yeah, Caicedo's meant to do that job. Yeah, that's cool. But at the same time, Enzo's meant to do a lot more than that. All I'm trying to say is, a lot of players have to do a lot to cover Enzo's deficiencies because he can't do stuff, and yet he's not even repaying that. Chelsea have been good at pressing when Gallagher's there and whatnot. That's why I say Gallagher's their best midfielder. That's why he's been doing the basics well, which them man can't do. Caicedo's pressed quite decently. Enzo has got to be doing a lot more for what role he's got and for what role he's doing. And now Don is saying, did you not hear what Don said? You know what the maddest thing is, yeah? I didn't even pick it out, and I should have picked it out. He's been telling us his role is a deep line playmaker. He's meant to be the playmaker, yeah? He just told us when Lavia and Caicedo they're together, because Caicedo can't be a lone six. Caicedo can't be a lone six. Enzo should be the guy that does the second phase stuff going forward. That's a different role, no?
Bro.
Is that not? The thing is, we keep trying to get. The thing is, we know Caicedo's position, but we keep giving Enzo different positions around the pitch to say, oh, he's going to thrive in a 10. He's better maybe if he's more of an advanced 8. Oh, no, he should be a playmaker. Oh, no, he should be doing this. He can be a box-to-box. He done it in Argentina for River Plate. We keep moving the needle for this one guy as well.
Bro, I don't know, man. We moved the needle. Yeah, but again, yes, we moved the needle. And I'm not here saying we should let up on Enzo, but keep the same energy. No one's got energy for Caicedo. Like,
I hear it.
No one's got energy for my man. And the
thing is, I hear it.
It's all good and great me bringing it up, but I'm a Liverpool fan, so I'm automatically going to be labelled as bitter because I didn't get it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm automatically going to be labelled as bitter. You know what I'm saying?
You know what we could do if we really want to. One sec. Sorry.
No, it's calm. Let me see what the
I was going to say, if we really want to be really critical as well at times, Mudrik's not even getting. Why is Mudrik not getting slandered right now? The guy's not done nothing. He's been given a lot of games, by the way, like a good run of games. Why is he not getting slandered? Guy's arse and cheeks, bro. Why are we not getting to Reece James? Why are we not getting to Reece James as well for that absolute shocker that he did when he came on? He arguably made it worse. If not, it was the same thing. Why are we not getting onto Levi generational Colwell? The only reason I don't get onto Colwell is because he's so young. It's because he's super young. And I don't mind stuff like that. So he's like, what is he, like 19 or 20 years old? I won't get onto Colwell because I don't think that's right. And he shouldn't be playing left back in the first place. Why are we not getting to Thiago Silva, the guy that they absolutely adore? regardless of his age. Maybe that's why we don't get onto him. But they say like he's one of the best centre backs in the league. Yesterday, he was proven to be a bit of a liability. I thought this actually was the better one of the two.
The Modric one, though, because people just kind of conceded to the fact that they know he's not that good. Like, he's just not that good. Like, Caicedo is actually like a talent.
The guy's 20. Was Modric? Modric's like 22, 23, right?
Yeah. So he's still got time to refine his game. But I'm saying like Caicedo is actually not proven, but like he's got credit there to show that man.
No, he's got credit. He's got credit in the bank. But I don't know, man. I think Chelsea fans need a reality check. And you know what? The thing is, on paper, this sounds so. The team that they fielded yesterday sounded great. You got to start pointing the finger to the man that's actually putting them on the pitch. Pochettino, bro. It's the same conversation we're having at the start of the season. It all comes down to one.
To not start Reece James and put Cole left back was a howler, massive howler. To
not even start Cucurella at left back in the position that where he's been thriving at as well. Got to think of stuff like that.
Big up, honestly, he goes Mont. I think Matip is done. Liverpool. So he's done at Liverpool. So would you rather go for a 6 or a left-sided centre back who can also play left back? Big up, honestly, for that super chat. Honestly, I'm gonna pencil this one. I'm gonna literally answer that the second we get onto Liverpool. That's the next one we're gonna speak about. So big up for the super chat as well. Kaiser's just lagged out, probably back in a second. I'm not gonna lie, in it with Chelsea, I genuinely think you man season are done, in it. You man season's done. There ain't no coming back from this. I don't see you lot going on a winning run. I don't see anything going on with Chelsea that can tell me or convince me that anything positive comes up this season for you, man. You don't might as well hang the hats up right now and just enjoy the ride and don't even verbal no one. Just sit there, look pretty, and see what you can do and maybe get a European spot. And it's as simple as that. As I said, when Palmer's your best player and you're a big, big club, no disrespect to Palmer, it's an issue. It is an issue. Palmer should not be even starting for a top-level Chelsea side. He's a good player. But, the up and down...
I can't lie. No, I think Palmer is... You know what?
And Palmer's a baller.
Palmer was mid yesterday. He didn't get help, in my opinion. I think they could really build something around that man as well. I just don't think... Look, I said this before. I said this before. I think Lavia and Palmer need to be in the same midfield, and you got to choose out maybe Caicedo and Enzo. That's the way I look at it. Got to choose one of them being in the 8. Which way do you want to go about it? And you need to play fullbacks at fullback. So if you really want to unlock Enzo, you need the proper players around him. Don't get me wrong, I like Cucurella, but when it comes to covering miles on the pitch, I don't think he's there quick enough where you can get a match in my opinion. Maybe they're missing Chilwell a little bit and Reece James, but you have to help him out. You might have to invert to help him out. But I like energy. I think their best midfield would be, in the end, Caicedo, Gallagher, and Palmer. That's going to be their best midfield. I'm telling you that now for free, bro. The big names on the sheet doesn't automatically mean that's the most balanced. Lavia's had a stint at Southampton. We don't know, and we saw a stint at Brighton for my man. How do you know that he's going to thrive? Who said he's going to be anything decent? Do you know what I mean? It's the same kind of conversation. But I'm going to put my faith in someone that I know that's been playing this season, and it's going to have to be out of Lavia and Caicedo in that 6. You're going to have to play Gallagher because they don't have no legs. And Palmer, you have to keep him in that 10 advance because he can make damage. He can do damage. He can really do damage. You know what? Chelsea's best football, this season alone. I would even do this. You could even do this. You could play Gallagher. You could play Enzo. And you could play Lavia or Caicedo or maybe somewhere, shape, way, or form. You have to keep Gallagher in there for his thing. Palmer was in their best time was when he played false 9. Having Kunku and Sterling on the wing running inside while you got flying wing backs. That's a dirty team. The false 9 against Arsenal made them look flat. That's the worst performance from Arsenal this season. Why would you continue with Action Jackson? They legit controlled the game for a lot of the period of time. I don't know. Palmer in a false 9 should be a thing, in my opinion, because they don't have the strikers. No one said Nkunku's going to bang either. But to put Nkunku in a Premier League and put him straight up front straight away, I'm not too sure he's going to be that guy. Where you might have more of a relaxed position off the left or right.
I hear it. Just before we move on from Chelsea and on to Liverpool, there's 130 people in the house and we're only on about 45 likes. So again, guys, make sure you smash the like button. We should at least be getting to 100 likes this stream. Can I get some popcorn emojis? Because I now have the clip of Don talking shit, and obviously Terry questioned him on the terrace. So again, popcorn emojis in the chat, please, guys. You know what time it is. Big up True Blue K says you're not bitter, Monts. You have an agenda. It's simple. If you speak,
If you speak, I think you meant hostile. I think you meant if you speak hostile. Wait,
there ain't no problem.
oh.
What do you? I was in like. What do you mean? Oh, bro, I don't have an agenda towards Chelsea. I think Caicedo. I want to big up Caicedo. I just think he's been crap. I generally think he's been crap and underwhelming. Like underwhelming. Seriously underwhelming. So yeah, popcorn emojis. You already know what it is. Vinny, honestly, you already know what it is, man. Keep running them up. I'm literally gonna share the stream now as well, so you guys can have a look at this clip of Don. It needs to be. So guys, have a look. Make sure you guys can see that there. Let's just get the background away. Let's run this up, man. It's about time. There should be a NAF reacts thing as well, but Kaz, he's in money. He's in money. You guys see this, yeah? Lovely stuff.
Yeah, you think you haven't got a tight.
You say you're in a crisis then.
If we lose to Man United, someone upstairs is getting us a serious backhand, bro. I'm telling you, because there's no way we should be losing to you lot.
So where you be in a crisis then?
If we lose to United, we're in a fucking crisis.
Okay.
Oh, Jesse, in blue.
I don't know if that's copyright or not. So I don't know how much more.
No, it's not. It's the brother. It's the brother just singing. It's the brother of Twitter. But you sing anyway.
But yeah, anywho, that's
the rest of it anyways.
Say that again.
You don't need to do the rest of it anyways.
So there's no more I've done. I thought there was more.
To Man United, will you say you're in a crisis then?
If we lose to Man United, someone upstairs is getting us a serious backhand.
Yeah, that's all I needed to see. Well, listen, Chelsea for me, these men are done in it. These men are done. Like, realistically, I don't see any comeback. I think these men are pretenders, frauds, overpriced.
And once, please, you need to understand one thing here, yeah. They are 10th place here. So they've gone from 10th to 10th. West Ham have got to play today as well, so they can go even further away from 10th. They're sitting on the same points as Brentford. Fulham and Wolves are 1 point behind them, and Crystal Palace are 3 points behind them, and Bournemouth 3 points behind them. Bro.
Boy, I don't know. But listen.
Once, even David Moyes was in that embarrassing G when he was managing Man United. That's 2 years in a row in December where you've been in around the same position. You was there last year, by the way, and then look what happened. You brought it back. The different big like actual clubs that can bring it back here. Whether that's down to a manager and because you got Mo Salah and all that kind of stuff, probably is a big factor in it. But the whole point is you still drew it back, and then this season you thrived off of it. They spent 5 times more than you did.
100%.
Crazy. It's just crazy with the amount of money spent. I'm telling you now, Don's right on one thing. Someone upstairs needs to get sacked because that recruitment was disgusting. You know what? Big up to the people that got rid of a lot of the players, right? I think so. But the ones that were targeting, in hindsight, makes no sense. They didn't need Lavia, G. Like, you're playing 1 game a week. You didn't need Lavia. You didn't need him. You know, Jackson, whoever scouted out Jackson as well. Madness. I'm looking at anything. I think they made a good acquisition in Gusto in January. I think they made some good acquisitions here and there as well. I'm not going to knock it. I think in hindsight, paying for Enzo is great, and then the Caicedo part, it will work eventually. Caicedo and Enzo will work eventually, but it's like, did you really need to spend all that on that player? Like, really? Or what profiles did you missing? Because you really and truly, I just look at it, if you're playing 1 game a week, you can pay all that money later. Go get a specialist now. And maybe Nkunku's maybe the missing piece. I don't know at the moment, but we talk about like once even it went Nkunku and that come back and Lavia comes back. We're talking about their bench next. What they need to improve on their bench. Because who's coming off to make a difference? That's more money going to be spent because they bought a bunch of youngsters. I find it crazy. I still find it crazy. I don't really want to use it as an excuse, but it's either that or Poch is not getting the best out of the players, and he's making dumb decisions like not playing Matson. How are you not playing Matson?
I mean,
How are you not playing Matson? He's played good in every game he's played. Matson's been good, by the way. All the cameos he's played in pre-season, I was watching Chelsea. Yeah, Matson was a beast. How are you not playing him? That's just crazy. Even getting goal with Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall, yeah, last season put in some really good performances, looking like one of their better players. You let him go for 30. You chose. So for me, you chose Lewis Hall or you choose the Matson. They chose Matson, and you can't even get a sniff. And you're playing a centre back at left back. Honestly, Pep must have bamboozled players with the centre back at full back kind of situation.
I think it's just a bit, you know,
It's just chaotic, man. It's just so chaotic.
Man of shit. But Liverpool time. Let's talk about Liverpool. Matip, of course, Liverpool 2, Sheffield United 0. There isn't too much to talk about a game. There's a few things I might mention within the game, but the real news for Liverpool is the Matip ACL injury. Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what? Yeah,
I woke up and this that's just so dead. That's so shit.
but you're lucky that you got good fixtures coming up for you. Yeah, but in hindsight, it's not. You know why it's not all doom and gloom though.
Kanate is overrated for me, bro. So
no, but it's not all doom and gloom because that means in January you have to spend on a centre back now.
Yeah,
Matip was always gonna. The thing is, it's unfortunate. ACLs there's so many ACLs this season, isn't it? And it's peak for Matip because he was having a good season, in my opinion. And he was one of the more composed. He was looking at Matip I saw a couple of years ago, right? But for Liverpool fans, I know it's bad, but in hindsight, he was going to move on in the summer anyways, right? So now you're gonna have to speed up the process of getting the actual centre back that you need in. Kwanzaa is looking like a good replacement at the moment, or good fill-in. But now you're left to 3 centre backs. Now you 100% need to go in January and go get. You know you're getting a centre back in January now. Because you're in 4 competitions. I'm saying so now who have you got? You got Van Dijk, Kanate, Kwanzaa, and Joe Gomez, if you want to call it that. You have to either you gotta go get left centre back.
I mean,
all right centre back. I think either or. I don't know what Kwanzaa's better.
Now we need to get the Kwanzaa's not the replacement. We need to get the DM. We need to get a DM and the replacement for
right now. Centre back's your priority. Right now, your centre back should be your priority.
No, because right now we're tight on centre backs, bro. It's Kwanzaa, Gomez, Matip, and Van Dijk. So Kanate and Van Dijk. For me, Kanate has been overrated. Like it or not, he ain't been great. And yesterday he was spooky as well. It was spooky as hell yesterday. Man aren't seeing it because he's strong and fast. Matip is a proper centre back. Kanate physically is a proper centre back, but up here he ain't got it. It's not there. It can be improved. He's still a young-ish centre back, but I'm telling you.
Remember my stream once when I was saying Kanate is overrated and people were like, how is he overrated and all this kind of stuff. I got rinsed in the comments. I remember this. It was not even that long ago. I think it was it 2 weeks ago even. When he was comparing Kanate to, he was comparing Kanate to other centre backs or something like that. I don't think. Look, he's never fit either. Well, he is here and there, but he ain't really played. I don't think he's all that.
Like Crispin saying, Gahey, Paulinho, and Liverpool can finish on par with Arsenal and ahead of City. 2 suggestions there. Can see that working. I'll take Gahey, 100%. I don't know. It's just like Liverpool fans in the chat, especially. Who would you take? Who would you look at? Would you go for Premier League proven or would you go outside of the Premier League? Because Matip's contract ends at the end of the season. He was most likely going to go on a free, and now he's got an ACL to the end of the season after being our second best centre back, setting levels above everyone else at centre back, apart from Van Dijk at Liverpool. Because we're on a good run. Liverpool in a very good space right now, but these injuries are starting to. McAllister came off of an injury.
Oh, really?
Luckily, with that one, we've got Curtis Jones and Gravenberch there, so that's not a massive issue. It's not a massive issue, but McAllister's been the guy that's been playing as a 6.
Yeah.
So now Endo has to play. Now he has to play. Can Endo play against the likes of Arsenal? I probably still would have gone with McAllister against an Arsenal.
Maybe.
You
Crisis mode, G.
It's not crisis mode. It's just the injuries are starting to pile up with us now. We've had our fair share of injuries this season. I don't think we've complained about it as much as you guys have and other teams have.
You need to go get an Astro, man.
Like, it needs
I
to
had to
happen.
say, you need to go get Gonzalo and Astro. Even though I want him, you need to go get him.
I don't
Maybe
know, man.
Calvin Phillips might be a good option.
No, bro. Calvin Phillips can't even get a game over Flip. He can't even get minutes over
But
Bob.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's down to manager. If anyone's got to get the best out of, let's be honest. When he went to City, we was gassing it. Yeah, like we was kind of gassing it. Thinking flipping on, they got Calvin Phillips as an option as a 6. Bro, Pep's, when it comes to man, we don't talk about Pep's man management sometimes. He hasn't managed this guy well, bro. Klopp's a confident. He gives confidence to players. And if anything you need, I think, look, when players are at a point, I would take him at United. Yeah, I would take him at United. Yes, I would take Phillips at United. Yeah. When I think of stuff, other than his injury pros stuff, you got to think about the Phillips that was there before he was at City. He plays one game and he plays bad, and everyone thinks he's actually shit when he's not. We was rating this guy more than Rice at one period because he was getting consistent games at a similar club to Rice's level. And I still think what you don't need is not someone that can do a bit of everything. I think Calvin Phillips can do a bit of everything, but you need a destroyer. Someone's going to sit in the back four and keep it moving. Phillips can do that, and he'd be a good option, cheap option. Doesn't mean he's the option for you in the future. It's just an option there for January. I think Calvin Phillips, Klopp will get the best out of him. It's a bit like when Wijnaldum, he had an okay season for Newcastle. People think he's shit because he got relegated. You buy him, and all of a sudden he's one of the best centre-mids in the world. It's just one of those situations. He's not old. You know, he is from Yorkshire. He is from the north as well, so it's not like he's moving very far. Anyways, settled in Manchester, so he'd still be settled. I think Phillips would be a decent short-term option. Anyways, you need a Palhinha at the same time, but I just feel like when there's a player that needs to prove something at a top club, I think he's good. Personally, I think he's good. I just think he needs the right manager for him, and I think Klopp could be the right manager for him. It's not. Maybe I'm overselling it, but he hasn't got any game time, and he can't build a run of 2-3 games because his manager won't allow it.
I ain't convinced. You ain't convincing me. I'm sorry. I'm not getting convinced.
You're not getting Palhinha either. Palhinha's going Bayern Munich. It's as simple as that.
Oh, he's been linked with Arsenal as well.
He ain't going there. Trust me, he's going Bayern Munich. They've been building that since the summer. He's going there, 100%. Watch.
I don't know. Either way, I think we need to try and break the bank or something. I don't know. I just feel like the injury. He was just the one. It's just not him in it, not him. And I wouldn't wish injury on anyone else. I'm just saying, like, I feel like Matip was complementing VVD very well, and going forward in build up, he was the ideal partner. I just cannot, for me, and it sounds like I'm being harsh on Konate. This season, he ain't been it, man. He hasn't been it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I've always wanted Paulinho. Paulinho is the one I've wanted since the start, since Wade. Everyone knows this, but whether it will happen, I don't know. Mello says, Monts, would you take Onana from Everton as a 6? Sly would, you know. Sly would.
It's not even a 6 though.
It's not even a 6. Even have McAllister. McAllister is injured. This is another thing. McAllister,
but he's not. He's not. Onana's not a 6. He's an 8.
No, he's both.
He's an 8. He's an 8. He's an 8. He's not a solid 6. I think Onana's better overrated as well. Though I don't get what people see on him just because that's 6 for 6.
I think Caicedo's overrated. So
yeah, Onana's better overrated though.
No, Caicedo is mad overrated. You know what I'm saying? Caicedo's overrated, bro. Man signed with a picture of his mum and that, so everyone doesn't want to say that. Donny's knackered, fam. He's knackered. Moises cardio. Monts McAllister's not injured, fella. He has cut. He's actually good. He has always a cut. I don't know, man. It didn't look great. He was in the wars on the weekend, didn't it? He was in the wars. So, but just in terms of in the game, I don't know how much you caught of the game, obviously. But Szoboszlai obviously netted at the end. And,
I saw it top wins. That was effortless.
Yeah,
I see the goalkeeper pull off a weldy save from Salah.
Yeah. That for my fantasy would have been from Trent as well.
You know what? We also, most of us, I was looking at the points tally. Everyone sucked.
I've got 5 man to play, so it's minor.
Yeah, same. I got a few man. I still got a few man to play as well. But I was thinking, oh man, like all the big hitters didn't do up the hitting.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. You know what I'm saying? Haaland blank, Salah blank, and all of that stuff as well. I think what's kind of the consensus on Liverpool's title challenge? Do you still think it's heavily? I think I'm with everyone else where I think it is heavily dependent on January, but we are right there. The table doesn't lie.
No.
We are
Whilst
very
you're still, you're meant to be one of the favourites for Europa League. That's going to take its toll eventually. You have to start playing certain players, all that kind of stuff. It's gonna hurt you in the long run.
We've got that depth in attack. It's just the defense. I don't think so. You've just said now, Tsimikas with a run of games looks like one of the better left backs. When Robertson
but right now, when Robertson's back, don't get me wrong. No, I think that's fine. But the way you've been rotating in Europe, even in Europa, even your rotated squad, don't look that convincing.
It doesn't need.
You always have to bring up big hitters. Yeah, but I'm saying as the competition,
we have been convincing. Of course, we've been convincing in Europe.
I'm telling you now, you're gonna get at a point where you have to choose either Europa League or the Premier League. Like Premier League, if it gets down to it, you're not gonna win both. You're not gonna win both.
We're good enough for both.
You're not. This is where you're overrating yourself. You're not.
How are we over? How are we
because it's because you're not thinking about business end of stuff. You're clearly forgetting how much reliance you are going to be on players that you need when you get to the semi-finals or finals or even quarterfinals. You're gonna have to start thinking about players that are gonna definitely win you those games. And especially when it comes to the Premier League, you're going to play those players, bro. We've seen it before. You've gone to the very end of a lot of competitions and didn't get the job done in the competitions that mattered because you overplay them. And that's what happens. Man City, right now, they're dusted at the moment, but they will be there. And the thing is with them, Pep always rotates. And they will go get... This time around, it might be a little bit different. They might go out of Champions League early. I'm just saying the teams that like Arsenal, who are not expected to win in Champions League, especially when they get knocked out, because they will get knocked out, they will have fitter and fresher squads in the Premier League to go forward.
So what about Arsenal and City?
And then you're still in two, and you're also in two other cup competitions. You forget stuff like this adds up, G.
I know.
I'm not saying you're not good, but you're not. You can't.
So are Arsenal.
The difference is this season, your title's up for grabs, so you'll be prioritizing that more than Europa League, anyways.
Bro, all I'm saying is Arsenal and City got to worry about the Champions League as well. Just as important, and their first team's gonna be.
Yeah. But the thing is, Arsenal will get knocked out. We know they will end up getting knocked out.
No, Arsenal have the credentials to go all the way. I'm not saying to win it, but Arsenal can definitely get to a semi-final in the Champions League. Of course, they're more than capable.
I'm not saying they're not capable, but they will end up getting knocked out.
But that's still.
But it will still add. Yeah, but for me, Arsenal's got better depth and quality than your squad.
Debatable.
They do. Their squad, it can stretch a lot more than your one, and they're more likely to do business in January than your club. That's a fact.
I disagree.
And Man City will spend in January. People forget this. Just because they're money now, they will spend in January. You can't write it off. I don't think right now the way it looks like in Europe, I don't know if Man City will do it this year. Like just because of what we're seeing in the Premier League, maybe not. I don't know. They will go far, of course they will, but Man City are primed to go far. Liverpool were typically primed to go far, but never really get much over the line. Okay. I'm just saying just don't overrate the situation when you do have to play players more than you want.
I'm not overrating the situation. I believe we can win Europa League and we're capable of winning the Premier League as well. I don't think we will win the Premier League, but I think we're capable of doing both at the same time. 100%. Why not?
You have to spend.
Why not? Like, bro, man, I'm forgetting we have injuries now. But the difference is we're where we are. We're not complaining, man. We're not moving mad with the injuries the way Chelsea are, the way United are, the way everyone's crying their tears. Robertson's our best left back. When's the last time you seen Robertson? When's the last time you seen him? Kanate, before he started playing shit, he's been injured. We still don't have Thiago. And again, regardless of Thiago never being there, he's still our best midfielder, quality-wise.
I'm not saying that. But the thing is, this is why we talk.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me land. Jota has barely been available this season, and he's actually arguably the best finisher in a central position at our club. Alisson is injured right now as well.
I'm not saying it, but just comparing December to March, April, and May is a different game. Most man learned that last year with City again. Man United fans learned that with themselves in the squad that they did have. I'm not saying they don't have a squad like yours, obviously, or in attack or whatever, but they learned later going in the Carabao Cups and stuff like that. It hurts you, regardless. Yeah. People learn this shit, bro. You need to know. Business end is different. We don't know what you're going to be like at the business end this year either. It's an unknown entity, but typically you do well because I'm going to write off 1 year regardless. I don't care about that. But I think you're still going to have FA Cup. You're still going to. You know what's mad? I think you end up beating Arsenal in the FA Cup as well. I think you're going to end up doing it somehow, some way. You'll do it. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying City are going to go and win it, but I'm trying to say, even a lot of your fans are not even confident that you're going to go buy a DM. You'll buy one player maybe. That's a big if. I'm just saying, I don't think you can win the Prem and Europa League at the same time. And I think you're going to have to prioritise one or the other at some point with players that are up for selection that you're going to need. And that's a factor, bro. When you take away Salah out of the conversation, typically, it's another... Let's be real. Let's be honest. He's your real hitter, man. When he comes out front, he's your real hitter. You don't even like Núñez. Diaz, you got 50-50 fans of him, which I find baffling anyways. Harvey Elliott here and there. Jota is obviously a hitter. I'm just saying, you're going to have to be reliant. Yeah. You're going to have to be reliant.
We have 5 good quality attackers. Good quality attackers.
No, I agree on that. I agree on that.
We have more than
enough. You won't win both of them.
I'm saying we can. I'm saying we can, and there's. No,
I'm not saying you can't. You won't do it. I'm not actually saying you can't do it, but I don't think you will do it. That's the thing. I think you're underrating even Arsenal situation a little bit more than anything. I just don't. I think
they can easily, are more than capable, get to the semi-final and further in the Champions League. But they will focus on the champs as well as the Premier League, and we will focus on Europa. And
yeah, but I think you'll go further in Europa than they will in the champs. And that's a factor.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
So you think you can win the Europa League to go to a final, but you think they can only get to a semi-final? Even if that's 1 or 2 extra games, that's for you for 2 extra games.
That's my point. I don't think there's a lot in it. Whether it's we get to the final or they get to a final, whatever it is, they're gonna have to do the same thing with their squad as we will with ours. And we're already coping with injuries that people aren't really speaking about. As I said, I named the 6 names, and 4 of them.
Who's injured for Arsenal right? But who's injured for Arsenal right now? Timber.
Tomiyasu. Yeah, Timber and Tomiyasu. Arsenal have a few injuries as well.
Where?
Timber, they did. Well, they did. Obviously, Odegaard was injured. Timber and Tomiyasu. The Timber ones from.
They're definitely looking at recruiting a centre mid / DM in January. So they are going to recruit.
Yeah, Partey's not there.
It doesn't matter. But it's the same conversation that you said about Thiago. Partey's not even there. And it's still top of the league.
Yes, and this is what I'm saying. You can't say
Partey was more of a figure in Arsenal team than Thiago was in your team.
I've got injuries, and we arguably we're right there with Arsenal, bro. Right there with them.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying you should. To be fair, after that Tottenham game, you should be fair. I think you should probably have a point extra at least minimum, but. Yeah, no, it's all big ifs and that. It's going to be the best thing is that I don't want Liverpool winning the league anyways, and I certainly don't want City doing a 4P. But it's good to but at this point it's good that there's 3 names to put in the hat right now to talk about rather than 2 typical. That's the better conversation.
Here Ed said it's just ESR, Partey, and Timber. It's also Fabio Vieira as well.
All right, we don't care about that Portuguese eyelash. Word to you.
Good, 100%. Last thing. Are Manchester City in a crisis?
100. You know what? Even Dats wouldn't argue against this one. I think they are. They know, and I think they know they are. Deep down, City fans know that they are. Because you know what?
Yes or no.
Without Rodri,
yes or no, by the way.
Without Rodri, because remember, once if we want to do this year without Rodri, when he had them suspensions, they lost and stuff like that. Even with Rodri, they still Jordans in the bigger games, Liverpool, etc., etc. And again, without Rodri, they just lost. He will probably get another suspension at some point in this season with another 4 or 5 yellow cards, anyways. Right? This is where they need to be. I don't know. They've got to get to January quick and make sure they sustain results quick because it will add up. It's the same conversation. It's when we talk about our City not looking the same right now. You can say, no, you know what? They're really not. They're really not. I think it's down to more. It's probably for me. It's probably more down to motivation as well. and not enough killers in the team. Like, I think compared to Liverpool, I know Trent might pop up with a goal or a free kick, or whether it's Salah or Jota with a last minute because he loves that, or I don't know. I think you got a lot of winners, like good clutch. I think you got a lot of clutch players. I don't think you're helped out by your DM situation. But with them, other than Haaland at times and a select couple others, I don't think they have enough killers there yet. Like clutch moments, like Mahrez or Gundogan. I think that's the biggest hit for them. It's a good question, but I think maybe in the next 4 or 5 games we'll be able to get a bigger picture of where we think City really are.
Yeah, I hear it. Big up Mr. Link. He says, "Are City going on a run or are they in a crisis?" Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't think they're in a crisis. I don't think they're in a crisis.
For City standards, they are.
For City standard, you could say that, like a small, let's just say turbulence in it. It's not Pep Airways right now. There's a bit of turbulence in the sky. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a few frauds. There are a few fraudulent decisions that are being made. I think Pep's decision to not play an actual DM backfired, and they were outplayed. Why do we not forget that Kaz, Aston Villa rotated? Kaz, they rotated. You think that was Villa's strongest team? No Jacob Ramsey. McGinn on the left. Tielemans in the 10. Where have we even seen him this season? Where has he been this season? Leon Bailey started. Diaby, we speak about Diaby as one of the signings of the season. Didn't even start. Konza played right back. We just spoke about Chelsea playing Koval left back. Konza played right back. They played the Scottish Milner left mid, out wide, like we're in 2017. And they fucked up City. They fucked them up. It's not like they sat back and City had a bad day in front of goal and they scored off one counter attack. They fucked them up, oiled them up, and told them get ready. Oiled them up. Pep, the decisions with his starting, it's just not good enough.
I think that's it.
Not Ten Hag once. This is Pep and it's not Ten Hag. It's not Ten Hag anymore. It's Pep.
Oh, God.
They were saying Ten Hag out, and Pep and Ten Hag are 3 points ahead. That's crazy. It's crazy. What a game!
That's crazy.
Yo, it's
you're
madness.
bad. You're bad for that one still.
It's madness. No, I'm not bad for that one. Cheek spread for Villa. Cheek spread. Unai Emery. That's the whole Aston Villa squad behind. That's the whole Villa squad. That is the whole Villa squad behind Pep. It's mad, fam. I wouldn't say crisis because they've got a good. If you look at their fixtures, they've got a lot of easy fixtures coming up. So Man City should go on a run and should just slowly climb back up the table and do what they need to do. But what they're doing right now is not good enough. The fact that it's no Rodri, no party is mad. It's mad. Villa made them look so average. So average. Football immortals. You know what I'm saying? Christian says it's Liverpool for the league, and Arsenal it's Liverpool for the league, and y'all letting us get.
All I'm gonna say once, does Luton have something for me, man? Or I'm just saying, does Luton have something for us on the weekend? Do they have something?
I don't know, man. They just about fell short in the Arsenal game. They done enough in the Liverpool game. Can they go do it for the third one? I don't know, man. We'll see. Big up, honestly, with the super chat. He goes, by the looks of it, we are signing Lucas, Belrado, and Jan and Mons. You cussed Darwin, but Gakpo has been worse and he's been mid. Honestly, yeah, I hear it.
Cody Gakpo.
Gakpo has been up and down as well. I think.
Say his name once. You like to put on other footballers about funny names and stuff. Start calling Cody Gakpo, bro.
Because he had a good game last game. So and then he didn't.
G. You want to get creative with names when it's not your players. Now it's your players. Cody Gakpo is back.
We won the game. So we will not be getting creative. We won't be
getting Cody Gakpo.
We're not going to be getting creative.
Ed is getting creative. Cody
We're not
Gakpo,
doing the
Cody
creative thing because
Gakpo.
we won. No, we won. If we lost or
No,
we drew,
no,
yeah,
no,
we'll get
no, no,
creative.
no.
Get
No,
creative. We're
no,
not
that's
gonna
not what
do
we're
that.
doing. No,
Not
no, no.
doing it.
Because you done it to Amrabat even when we won anyways, so I don't want to hear it.
Amrabat.
You know, Scamrabat and all that.
Yeah, Amrabat. Exactly. But he can, yeah, but because I need more. I just need more from him. You know what I'm saying?
Gakpo.
Also, Gakpo been playing in midfield as well. So,
Crackpo.
you know what I'm saying? Like, allow me with that one. But for me, Nunes was shit as well. Nunes gets the cross, gets the assist. For me, he was shit when you come on. Decision making was poor. Missed the 1-on-1 again. Shock. And he was just pissing me off. Everything he was doing was pissing me off. Gakpo is just a ghost. Casper, not doing anything, needs to be more in the game. He's starting up front, but he's playing like he's in midfield, not offering enough going forward, doesn't do enough for the wingers. Diaz was also very mid. No one's spoken about Diaz. No one's speaking about Diaz. Why not? Mid. Not doing enough. I need more. Gakpo has more GA in the Prem than Højlund. Oh, of course he does. Virgil van Dijk has more. Virgil van Dijk.
Wait. What about Champions League? Does Cody Gakpo even have a Champions League goal?
What? He's got Champions League goals, but he's not been in the Champions
No,
League.
I don't know. Well, PSV won Europa League, but last time I checked.
I don't know, innit? So I don't
Okay,
know.
shut up then. Anyways, can't even touch down.
Gakpo
We move.
Gakpo is better than Højlund.
We move. We absolutely move.
He's better than Højlund, so
I don't know. You know overall he isn't. You know facts. I know deep down most of you know that he's not. He really isn't the player. I think Gakpo's like 4 years older than him as well.
anyway, Gakpo is better than Højlund, so
He really isn't.
I'm not hearing it, G. Big up Mr. Link for the super chat. Listen, people, we are gonna end it there. I was cussing Diaz yesterday. He's been buffering and ain't really downloaded.
Man's lagging.
I said he's lagging. Big up Mr. Link. Mr. Link, you don't want the stream to end, do you?
Mr. Link must have found his wallet. He found his wallet.
You don't want the stream to end. How many more days can you sing that Champions League song for? Big man Tinkas, how many?
I don't know. We're going to be there next season.
What, excuse me?
You heard me. I've been saying it.
Yeah, you lot don't want this stream to end.
We only need top 5. G. It's calm.
Yeah, you lot don't want this stream
Technicalities.
to end. Man said,
And when Copenhagen and Galatasaray draw, and then we end up being Bayern, and we go through, you ain't going to shut your mouth. Because you know what? That's the sort of luck that we get. So you lot know you can't deny it either because it's realistic. Bayern's going to play a proper string B team. So you might be all right, man. If you want to start bigging up Maguire and all that, like you have and all that kind of stuff, don't go back on your words. Let it eat.
Yeah, you just
we move. We move.
Anyway, I'm hungry. I need to go and eat. So you lot, make sure you like the video. Make sure you drop a comment down below. Get interactive. Make sure you keep supporting the channel as well. We will be live at 6 p.m. today, just before the Tottenham game. So make sure you guys are there. Is there anything else you want to say until we leave?
Nah, we're good. If you want to see Don get roasted, go check out Never a Foul.
What time are we live later on? Oh, we're not even live later on.
No. Not Thursday nights, no.
All right. Well, listen, people, it's been another episode of Big Six Bands. Big up everyone in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Big up, as Ed said, like, subscribe, and comment. We still ain't on 7,200 subs because y'all are being lazy. So, you know, we should have been done there like 4 or 5 days ago. But it is what it is. We will see you guys very soon. 6 o'clock. Make sure you're there. Be there. Take care, people, and we will see you in the next one. Love to all.